Now this Campo dei Fiori is quite the focal point of the city. This is the next morning, quite early in the morning. Things come to life here, and we're going to show you the life cycle of the Campo dei Fiori throughout the day, starting quite early. In fact, about 6 o'clock in the morning is when the workers start to get set up, and by 7 o'clock, 7:30, they really are open for business. So if you're an early bird, or if this is towards the beginning of your tour and you're experiencing some jet lag, perhaps waking up early, and you wake up at 5:30 in your hotel, there's really nothing going on in Rome at 6 a.m. except here at the Campo dei Fiori. This is really about the only place in town that has anything happening so early in the morning. And there are some coffee shops that open up at 6 a.m. right here within a block or a half a block of the Campo dei Fiori, as we watch everybody getting set up for their morning's work. So if your hotel doesn't serve breakfast until 7, which is typical of most of the hotels in the city, and you're looking for some place that's got some interest, some activities going on to take a look at so early in the morning, and looking for some coffee, come on over to the Campo dei Fiori, and there you'll find it, along with all these colorful sights. Here is the Fiore di Zucchini, flower of the zucchini, which is one of the great taste treats of the city. Obviously, this is all fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, salads. This is where a lot of the chefs in town come to pick up their food for their day's cooking as well. And of course, the locals are picking up their items for their daily shopping. That's a tradition in Rome and Italy, throughout Europe in fact. They like to buy their produce fresh daily. And even for us tourists, well, it's nice to look around. We're not going to be doing any cooking probably, but we can buy some fruits, and we can buy some olives, as you'll see, get some coffee, take a lot of pictures, and just soak in the atmosphere. Here's the coffee guy. He's coming from the cafe right around the corner, early in the morning, delivering it right to the stalls as people are getting set up for their day's work. Again, there's hardly any cafes open in Rome at 6 a.m. Maybe up at the main train station, maybe at Piazza Venezia, and that's about it, except for this Campo dei Fiori. So it's really a cool place to go visit. Early in the morning or any time in the day, it really changes character throughout the day. It's quite amazing. In the afternoon, this is all gone. They pack up about midday for the most part, and they just work in the morning. These olives are quite unique to Rome. They are fresh olives, just lightly brined, and they have a light and refreshing taste to them. This clever merchant is giving us some free samples to get us interested, and it worked because a lot of us were buying these little bags of green olives.
You put this on top with oil, or you put in tomato sauce when it's
or some pasta sauce. Buy the herbs and they pack nicely in your suitcase, no problem taking that home. Add it to your tomato sauce. When you get home, you'll have some authentic Italian spaghetti sauce. The ladies traditionally do all the trimmings here, get all of the produce ready for display, ready for sale. And the fruits are fresh and ripe and ready to eat. And they have some funky little vehicles, little trucks and little bicycles that bring these goods in. They have warehouses nearby in which they store all of their tables and the stands that they're putting the produce on. There's some radicchio. And you can also buy some clothing here. They have a few souvenir stands to cater to the tourists. What do you got there?
I don't know the player though.
Italia. Campo dei Fiori means field of flowers, and that's what it used to be back 500 years ago. It was a grass field. It was always a center of Roman life. Ever since the Renaissance, this was really downtown Rome, and it was also used as a field of execution at some times. There's a statue of Giordano Bruno in the middle. He was burned at the stake here for heresy, for agreeing with Galileo in the great dispute with the church over the center of the universe. And then later in the afternoon, things pick up in a different way, and it becomes an evening hotspot. Lots of locals gather around, enjoy the wine bars and the restaurants.